Alright, hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to the channel. Today it's another day in the life video, but this is not a normal day in the life video. I'm not talking about a smartphone today. I'm talking about the iPad. Now, you might be wondering why am I doing this in the first place? That is because I want to use just the iPad when I travel. I want to see if the iPad can be my only device when I travel for my work. That is the main use case scenario. Hence today I will be showing you my work, and I'm not going to do my work in the studio. I'm going to go out to a cafe and then do my work because that will kind of emulate a situation of me traveling. I'm not traveling anywhere anytime soon. That's why I thought let's just try to emulate that scenario. So the plan for today is very simple. First of all, I'm going to shoot a reel that I will edit on the iPad itself, and that I will do when I go somewhere, have a cup of coffee, and while doing that I will edit that reel. So I'm just about to shoot that reel. Once that is done, I will be on my way. In fact, I use the iPad to write the script of the reel, and I will also use the iPad when I'm shooting the video. I just keep it in front of me and there I'll have the script so that I don't miss any points from the script. Alright, enough talking, let's get to shooting. मान लो ये फोन घर में कहीं खो जाता है और साइलेंट पे है. Alright, so reel has been shot. This was my camera, and here I had kept the iPad with the script open so that I could read from the script. Now it is time to go to that cafe and edit this reel. I want to upload this reel today itself. Let's see if I can do that. Let me quickly pack my bag. Alright, I have my card reader with me, which will go here. This is the iPad Air with the M3 chipset, and this time I got the bigger iPad. This is the 13-inch iPad. That is interesting, right? A bigger canvas. That will go in here. I also got a new bag, by the way. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Now, what else do I need? I need my phones and a charger. Got my phones here, the Samsung Galaxy S25 and the iPhone 16 Plus, and also my charger. This is a Type-C PD charger. I think it is 67 watt. Yes, 67 watt PD charger. And here we go, the AirPods Max. I like to use headphones while editing because that gives me the most control in terms of audio. I'm getting a call from my wife. And I think I'm done. I just need to pick up the laptop for my wife. She is using the M4 MacBook Air currently because I'm using this iPad. And I sold my M1 MacBook Air, by the way. Let's go. All the times I let you in and then you let me down. I should really let you go now. I can't seem to put the phone down. I've been lying here alone now. I should really let you go now. Done. My editing is complete. Now the only thing left is to export this video. It took about, I was also screen recording, so let me quickly stop that. The screen recording is 52 minutes and 36 seconds. So that's how long it took for me to, edit this video. Now the only thing left is export, so I'll go back to Final Cut Pro and let me quickly export this video. Okay, export. Oh, it's exporting really fast actually. There are a lot of effects in this video, titles, transitions, background music and things like that. And also it's a 4K video. So that's impressive. So that was absolutely incredible. Like, I really had a great time editing the entire reel on this iPad, which means I can do it. We'll talk more about this when I get back home. Alright, I'm back home. The reel has been uploaded. It is doing well. People are liking it, sharing it. And now I'm going to chill for a while and then we'll get back talking about the iPad. Alright, I'm back home well rested, and now let's talk about my experience of editing that video on the iPad using Final Cut Pro. So first of all, I will open Final Cut Pro and you can still see the timeline is still there, the project is still there. It looks really good. Like, I like this timeline. So the fact that I could edit an entire Instagram reel that I did upload on my page is a very good thing. It gives me confidence that I can use this iPad when I travel, like only this iPad, not my laptop. And why am I doing that? There are a couple of reasons. First up is entertainment. Whenever I travel on flights or trains or whatever, an iPad is way better as compared to a laptop in terms of entertainment. Things like Netflix, YouTube, Jio Hotstar, etc. I can download content on these platforms and keep and then watch that content on this beautiful display. So entertainment wise, it is way better. There is no doubt about that. And the display on the iPad is incredible. Color accurate, great viewing angles, bright enough, and the content looks amazing. And I think iPad is just way more convenient as compared to a laptop. So if I can work on my iPad for a bit and also use it for entertainment, that's the sweet spot. And I think I'm getting there. Now with that being said, the iPad still cannot replace my laptop. If I go for longer duration of times, like for 5 days, 7 days, 15 days, that's where I still need my laptop. But if I go for short trips, maybe a couple of days here and there, that's where the iPad comes in. The editing experience is great, timeline is smooth, I did not notice any hiccups whatsoever. I could easily add effects, text, transitions, audio effects and all these things. But there is a big learning curve of using Final Cut Pro on the iPad. So the interface is different, it is touchscreen, that's why it takes a bit of time to get used to it. I have been using this iPad for the past couple of weeks or so, that's why I'm so familiar with it. But there is a learning curve if you're planning to switch to it for video editing. And obviously Final Cut Pro on a MacBook has way more features as compared to Final Cut Pro on an iPad. But for my use case, there are sufficient features that I can use it while I travel. So I think by now it's clear that for video editing, I can use the iPad. There is a learning curve and I cannot do everything in terms of video editing, but I can handle small projects while I'm away for a short period of time. So that's sorted. What else do I use this iPad for? I use it for productivity based applications. Things like Notion to write scripts and ideas, maintaining to-do list on apps like Todoist, maybe some photo editing here and there on Lightroom and Canva. So for all these things, the iPad is absolutely incredible. And there is one accessory that is absolutely needed for productivity, that is a keyboard. So the iPad by itself is great for entertainment as well as gaming, but for productivity, the keyboard is a must. Initially, I thought that I will go with the official Apple keyboard, but that is a bit on the expensive side, so I found this alternative on Amazon. This one is for 9,000 rupees and works really well, has a very good keyboard and a trackpad as well. There is one thing that the trackpad isn't as smooth as the official one. Like I've used the official one and that trackpad is just incredible. This trackpad is a bit slow. But apart from that, the keyboard is great and it also has RGB backlighting. For people who like RGB, I just keep it in the white color. I think without this keyboard, I would not use the iPad as much as I use it right now. Now I'm sitting out here, it is kind of sunset time and the right opportunity to use this iPad to edit tomorrow's thumbnail, like this video's thumbnail itself. I've shot a couple of good photos while I was, editing a video on this iPad in Starbucks. So I'm going to, take a couple of those photos and try to make a good thumbnail on Canva. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you guys a time lapse. And done. This is the final thumbnail. Looks absolutely incredible according to me. I think that I've not mentioned which iPad is this with what specifications in this video, so let's get that out of the way. So this is the latest iPad Air with the M3 chipset. It's the 13-inch variant, which is the bigger of the two. The bigger canvas actually helps a lot in adapting the iPad in a better way. And I think Apple has done a good job in terms of the processor because M3 is a very capable processor. It can easily handle 4K video editing, heavy files with text, transitions, effects and things like that. Obviously, it cannot handle huge projects, but for normal projects like Instagram Reels or short YouTube videos or maybe a full form YouTube video with less effects, it can easily handle that. I'm talking about 4K 30 FPS footage. And honestly, performance with M3 has been nothing short of amazing. Now, I would like to mention one thing here, that the M3 chipset is good for my workflow. If you use the iPad only for entertainment, then the base iPad is enough for that, especially the latest one which has the A16 chipset. That iPad offers so much value, and especially for entertainment purposes, that's the best thing to go for. It's even better than the Android tablets out there because the Android tablets are good, they have good hardware, but the limitation is software. Like iPad OS has so many good applications and the entire ecosystem is already built. So if you want to buy a tablet and you have a budget of 30, 35K or even 40K, then don't go for an Android tablet. I would say that go with the base iPad because that offers incredible value. And then if you do more professional work like video editing, photo editing, you can consider the iPad Air or even the iPad Pro for that matter, because the ProMotion display on iPad Pro is next level. I will give you a quick battery update. It is at 66%, 65% right now. I charged the iPad to 100% before I left the house. Then I went, edited a video, came back, edited a photo and did some light work on it, and it has dropped to 65%, which is very good battery life according to me. Like, it is incredible. incredible in terms of battery life. All things considered, the answer is yes. I can use just the iPad when I travel for a couple of days, which includes the work of video editing as well. And as I said, I've already been doing that. I use just the iPad when I travel because before I made this video, I wanted to be prepared. So I was kind of prepared. That's why this video went so well. And yeah, it's been an incredible experience. Now, my day is not over yet, but my work day is over. It's time to chill now. In fact, it is Saturday night. I want to edit this video as well, which I will do maybe after a couple of hours, but right now I'm going to chill for a while. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Do let me know how I can improve in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because that would mean the world to me. And also share this video with your friends. Tell them about this awesome creator who's making actual real life tech videos. My name is Harsh Punjabi, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.